I picked up this book in Gramedia, and I was intrigued by its premise, which is it's a dystopian Indonesia in 2045. If you can't already tell, this is heavily inspired by George Orwell's 1984. The first 200 pages of this was so hard to get through due to the writing style that feels really clumsy, and then there's this lack of depth in research, particularly around key plot devices like quantum physics and machine learning. That made me feel really skeptical of the quality of the book in general. It gets better after page 300. Then the pace accelerates dramatically, and then it became very intense, very gripping. And if we look at it not from the parameters of general literature, but rather as a work of collective reflection, the book kind of poses a provocative moral dilemma. Can a regime that employs strategic genocide for unity and prosperity truly be condemned? There's this use of fear-mongering to manipulate an uneducated populace by fabricating a shared enemy, which is both disturbing but also clever. And it reminds us of Plato's allegory of the cave, that if you're familiar with that, it asks us to confront the illusions that societies create to maintain order. On the flip side, the idea of Indonesia, and please highlight Indonesia, becoming one of the world's most powerful nations by 2045, that's 20 years from now, capable of not only lending billions and billions of dollars to the United States, but also creating a wormhole generator to send 7 local astronauts very close to the rings of Saturn, and then live streaming that back to Earth in 24K resolution, kind of feels like a fever dream, you know? And to me, it's the kind of scenario you'd only imagine if you're A, not Indonesian. Are we talking about the same country? And then, or you're B, a creative optimist bordering on schizophrenia. Or C, you're smoking some unbeknownst to man strain of za. In which case, Henry Manampiring, the name of this guy, I'm gonna need your plug's number. Without giving too much away or spoiling the contents of this, I'll say this: the story's brilliance lies in its thought-provoking themes and its political undertones, especially in the context of today, right now's political landscape. Even if, to be fair with you, the execution is mediocre, you know. If you enjoy science fiction with a political edge, especially one that is set here in Indonesia, I think you should try this. I give it, oh my god, this damn fan. I give this almost 4 out of 5 stars. It's 3.75 stars out of 5.